Hello, everyone, and this is another edition of No Bad Movies. I know it's been a minute since I've been here because of COVID and not being able to go to the movie theaters. I guess theoretically I apologize because I could have continued to do this as COVID was going on and doing the stuff I was watching on streaming services, because there's been some very unique shows and television shows that I've watched while I've been on it, and I do apologize for not continuing that as I could have in retrospect. But I've been back at the movie theaters the last few weeks, and I'm telling you, enjoying the experience. It's a smaller number of people, it's a lot cleaner, smells nice, but there's still lots of popcorn and drinks, and still a nice time at the movies to see things on a large screen. But before I start with the things on the large screen, I did want to say how I did watch Mulan over the weekend. I paid my $30 upon, and as well as my continue with my subscription with Disney Plus, and I definitely enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed that era of movies with the remaking of them as they coming into live action. So it's been a fun transition to see what the characters look like and what things look like in a live action sort of sense. So definitely enjoyed the movie. If you like the first one, you'll like this one a little bit better. It's less cartoonish, just a little bit more real, so obviously a better story all over and all, but still nothing wrong with Mulan itself. So definitely a fun time. Would have probably have liked to see it at the theater, but hey, we live, right? Absolutely. So next thing I want to talk about is one I saw a few weeks ago, which was Unhinged. That one, it was like unstoppable killing machine. That is, in this case, was Russell Crowe. So very fun. Wow. I mean, if you like the Halloween 2018, it's kind of unstoppable kind of killing machine kind of guy. Less about a thriller than how many, what his body count is going to look like. So definitely understand what you're going to go see when you see that, because it's a little bit more gruesome in certain senses than you may think just looking at the commercial. So definitely understand that before you go to the theater. So definitely recommend it. The New Mutants I saw last weekend, and again, not this past weekend, but the weekend before last. The New Mutants is good, but the problem with that, I'd say, it's a horror thing. It's more of a horror movie than it is a X-Men movie, and I felt like it probably got shortchanged, not because of COVID, but really because it should have probably played before some of these other movies that came out, and I think it would have been a better connection, or if it was connected to another X-Men, it would have been part of a bigger universe, I think is what it was trying to do. Not a bad movie, but not a great movie either. So definitely be selective if you're only going to go see one movie right now. Be selective. Maybe that may not be the one you may want to see. You may want to wait on that one until it does get to the streaming services. So that's my recommendation on that. Definitely understand what you're going to go see. I would love to see it again, probably on streaming. Probably wouldn't go to movies again. The last one I want to talk about is Tenet. Tenet is from, of course, Christopher Nolan. It's got a big, good push because it's the big movie that's out, and it's for good reason. It is a really well-made movie. It could be a little bit disconcerting because it's a little bit, it's got time travel, and it's like a James Bond movie all rolled into one, so it might be a little bit too much for some folks just to follow, but definitely going to go see that movie again in the theater. Would hope. I just saw it at the first available showing, and it wasn't an IMAX, so definitely want to see what it would look like in an IMAX setting. So obviously that one's going to get my highest recommendation of the 4 films that I talked about this week. So first I'll start with Tenet. Of course, I highly recommend Tenet. Then I would recommend Unhinged. I would recommend Mulan if you want to spend the extra $30, and if you have a Disney Plus, I would definitely. Otherwise, wait until December when it's free for Disney Plus. And then finally, you have the New Mutants would come in third. If I had nothing else to do, I would recommend that one. So there you go. Again, thank you for watching my little piece of the internet. I appreciate you and everything you do. Be safe out there, and we'll talk to you soon. That's Brian Boatwright with No Bad Movies.